In today's video, I'm going to be going over a broken method that is super good and uses a new mechanic added to the game. It can make you a bunch of profit and achieve your goals, plus getting combat EXP super easy. If you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe by streaming the world with me. Subscribe and comment your favorite type of food. I will pick a random person to win 5 million coins if this video hits 500 likes. You must be subscribed if you want to win, though. So subscribe. Let's get into it. So new features of the game. A new feature added to the game was called Loot Share. Now, Loot Share is a super good idea, and basically speaking, what it's supposed to be is like the Rat Pet. The Rat Pet gives you Rat's Blessing, and if this player gets a drop, you have a 20% chance to get it too. Except how Loot Share works, it's just the Rat Pet, but like on steroids, because it's just so much better. Basically speaking, if I get a drop, if anyone else helped me, they get that drop as well. So if I drop an Overflux, other people get Overflux. You get the gist, right? And in theory, this is a very nice thing they added, and I'm glad they added it, if it was to work correctly. How it's supposed to work is if a person gets an item, for example, if this guy was to drop an Overflux, I would get the Overflux as well. However, the way it's bugged, it treats it as my own separate boss, who's that level, and I have my own chance to get my own drops from that boss. So, for example, I just got Hamster Wheels. Did he get Hamster Wheels? No. But I got Hamster Wheels, which means I just made 80,000 coins, and I know this is an absolute mess right now of the amount of bullshit happening. But point is, it gives you a lot of drops. Once again, I got Hamster Wheels again. That's not even my boss. They didn't drop Hamster Wheels. But I just dropped Hamster Wheels 2 times in a row from a boss that wasn't mine. You can see where this is broken, because if you have this much people doing it, there was bosses spawning constantly, and I just got Hamster Wheels again. So as you can see, there's bosses spawning constantly, and you make so much money. Literally, I just made, how much is that? Like, I just made 300k. I literally made 300k in less than 30 seconds. It's so broken. Because it treats it as your own boss, right? This means if you're doing it in a lobby with like 5 or 6 or 10 people, you have a 10 times you have 10 times the chance to get an Overflux. You're 10 times more likely to get an Overflux if you have 10 people in the lobby doing this. It's also very nice because if you kill someone's boss, then you get kill credit for your boss. So it just speeds up the process extraordinarily nicely. But something else that makes this even better is the fact that in order to drop Overflux, you don't even need to be Sven 7. As long as the person boss that you're loot sharing off of is Sven 7, you don't need to be Sven 7 in order to actually get an Overflux. I know a friend who dropped an Overflux when he was Sven, I think, 5, which should not happen, but it did, because of Loot Share. So it is very broken. It lets you get Loot Share, it lets you get so much good drops, it lets you get Overflux so much earlier, and it just gives you so much drops. It also gives you quite a lot of combat EXP, because all of the pups, if you kill the pups, you get so much combat EXP. Now, how do you actually do this? Now, basically, you can go into pretty much any Sven lobby you want to, and just do it. If you do, though, here's a few things I recommend you use gear-wise, and just rules I recommend you follow. First, try to get as much Magic Find as possible. It does not matter how much damage you do, because there's so much people in the lobby, you don't have to kill the boss. You hit the boss once, and then you're fine. Don't worry about not dealing enough damage. As long as you hit it once, you're good. So just gear up for Magic Find as much as you possibly can. So I'm using a Daedalus Axe with Sorrow and a Black Cat Pet. Obviously, this is not all required, but it can be super useful. Next, for just etiquette-wise sort of things. Make sure you have Auto Slayer on if you possibly can. It makes the process so much easier than just run around and kill bosses. Just a few things. If you summon in a mini-boss, do not kill it. If it's your mini-boss, if it dies, you get kill credit. So if you summon in like a Sven Packmaster or a Sven, whatever the mini-bosses are, just leave it alone. Someone else will kill it and it'll summon in their boss faster, meaning it would actually summon in your boss faster and get more loot than if you just killed it yourself. So if you have a mini-boss spawn, just leave it. Someone else will kill it and you'll get kill credit. Next, if you spawn in your boss, don't kill it. Literally what I do when I spawn in my boss is hit it like 3 times and then stand back and hold out a Daedalus Axe. This makes it easier for the other person, whoever's helping you, to kill that boss and increase the chances of them summoning in a boss off it. For example, this guy right now, he literally just leaves. He got it down, he did damage, then one of us can come in, and I just got kill credit. And then I just summoned in the Sven follower, and I let this guy hit it. And because it's my boss, I got kill credit for it, and it boosted up my thing. So don't kill your own boss, and don't kill your own mini bosses, because it's just not really good. Now, if you're with a giant, like a blob of people fighting a boss, this lobby isn't too bad. I've been in lobbies where there's like 8 guys trying to hit a boss, and it's basically impossible. If you already hit the boss, just back away. It's not necessary to get the last kill, and if it makes it so other people get loot, it's just better to do. For example, I got a few hits in, so I'm just going to back away. Or if you don't want to do that, just try to kill pups, because pups give you a good amount of stuff. Now, if you want to go extra and over the top, there's a few things you can do. If you want to get some extra combat EXP, Slayer EXP, if you want to get all the extra jazz. What you can do is set up an auto pets rule, so you summon in your wolf pet when you're summoning in the boss, and when you summon in the boss, you summon in your black cat pet, or when you kill a boss, you summon in your black cat pet. This will make it so, basically speaking, you have your wolf pet out to get the combat EXP buff, and then you have your black cat out to get the magic find buff. Something else you can do if you want to go really over the top is either use Flower Truth or Fire Fury Staff. Sorry for that. Fire Fury Staff, very simply, what it does is pretty expensive, but it shoots a projectile and it deals AoE damage, big AoE damage, like a 10 block radius. This is super useful for killing pups, but does not actually deal damage to the boss. So what this is useful for is killing the pups and getting the combat EXP for that. But in total, I found this makes me around 5 to 7 million coins per hour without an overflux, without any drop, without any extra drop or anything. I found this makes me around 5 to 7 million coins an hour. If you get an overflux, obviously that buffs it up. If you get furball, that also buffs it up. If you get any of these good drops, it buffs it up tremendously how much money you can make. But at base, you can make quite a lot of money even if you only get hamster wheels. I've done this for quite a while. I haven't gotten overflux yet, but I've gotten a lot of combat EXP, and I've made quite a lot of money. Now, if you're not sure you hit the boss, just side thing, if you're not sure you hit the boss, something you can always do to find out is have like a high ferocity weapon, and if you hear the ferocity perk or see it, then you know that you hit the boss. Now, that's not always going to work, because you're not going to always have 100 ferocity, but it is good if you can manage it too. But using this, you can do a lot of things. Either way, if you guys enjoyed today's video, subscribe, it would mean the world to me, and I will see you guys next one. Peace out.